Hi everyone, I'm Jen Gagney from Pixelscapes.com. I'm drawing and painting my way through the Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual, and today's monster is actually a beast from the back section of the Monster Manual, this raven. So here I've got my sped up sketch and painting video for you. Here's the sketch. It's just a minute. So I started with this angular design with sort of that hunchback approach, which I really liked. But then I ended up deciding to correct it later because the wing is actually, like, I know I'm drawing them not very accurately and with this kind of cubist approach, but the way the feathers are laying, it's like his wing is kind of flipped the wrong way, and I decided I couldn't handle it. So even though that looked pretty good, I ended up changing it. And I'm really glad I did, because I think it ends up a better look. So there we go. And then you see his individual primary feathers and his wrist bone, you know, like this part of his wrist bone. And I really like that. So, all right. So here's the painting video. This is just a little under 4 minutes. Because for this iridescence, I'm using my same 3D rendering, which I skip so you don't have to sit through the rendering phase. I use my 3D rendering and then I customize it to look just the way I want. So here's my trusty green iridescence, which I adjust the lighting significantly so that I can get that purple instead, with a sort of abstract feather texture. Doesn't look like much right now, but you'll see how it turns out. There's my purple. I fix the lighting angle. And you notice it looks kind of gray around the edges, which lets you see the lines, but isn't quite the look I'm going for. But first things first, I gotta get the beak the way I want. I gotta fuss with that for a little while because I'm particular. And his feet. There we go. So I pulled up the purple, and then I wanted the wing to have like a shadow in the front of it, so I carefully selected that area and just added black. And on his belly. And then I adjusted the levels so that there's a little more black in there. And then that green iridescence I pulled up separately. So between the green and the purple, it's very Ravens football if you're a fan. I live not far from Baltimore, so a few of my friends were thrilled. But either way, I just like it because it's iridescent. So then I do the inner and outer ring colors. A nice dramatic blood red. And then I switch the background to black. So now, because the lines, of course, just blend right in, they blend into him and they blend into the background. So I can't have that. I did my token ring color with that blur effect, which I've never done before, but I wanted to see if it gave me what I wanted. And I guess it worked. So I get the beak defined. And then I tried the same blur effect on the feather lines, and I ended up super hating it because it just ends up blending, and that's not why I colored the lines. So I went ahead and colored lines manually with a little blue and cyan. Just deciding what I want to do with these little feather bits. Like, I want them to show, but I don't want them to be too stark. There we go. I love how like a third of my process is getting the lines the way I want. I probably spent 15 minutes on that. It's ridiculous, but I love it anyway. And then I use the pebble texture for the side because of the old story about how the raven fills up a jar with pebbles so that the water raises high enough to drink. They're so smart and so wonderful. And there we go. All right. So, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to see more of my monsters, drop by Pixelscapes.com. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.